What's up, influencers? That's right, we're going live, and I'm going to be talking about what I would do if I had to start all over. I've been on YouTube for 10 plus years, multiple channels, and I've learned a lot. And I've learned even more from other YouTubers. I actually just got back from a great event called VidSummit, and there's so many things you could focus on. But today we're going to be talking about the 10 things I would focus on if I had to start a YouTube channel all over. So if you guys are new here, click that like button and welcome to Video Influencers, where we're helping build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. And that's right, I'm excited to talk about this because maybe you're just starting on YouTube as a beginner. Maybe you're starting over. You've had a couple tries and it's just not working. I want to isolate the 10 tips that I think you should focus on. So let us know where you guys are watching from. We're going to be chatting with you and taking your questions. Leave your questions below, or let us know, what is your YouTube channel about, or what do you want to make it about? Let's just jump right into the first tip. And the first tip is be honest. I know that seems kind of weird, but this is what that means. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk says one of the keys to success is self-awareness. I believe one of the reasons people fail at YouTube is because they're not being honest with themselves about what it is that they're passionate about, what it is that they want to do with their life. You know, there's all kinds of reasons people start YouTube channels, and there's different like motivations to using the platform for whatever. Whether you're a businessman wanting to promote a product, sorry, we got a fan on that we just got to turn off here. Whether you are a YouTuber or an aspiring YouTuber and you want to get famous, you know, the thing about it is, if you are honest with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I actually have fun doing? What is it that actually gets me out of bed and excited for the day? I believe that's one of the questions, the conversations that you need to have with yourself when you first start YouTube, or when you're first starting over a YouTube channel. Because if you're having fun doing this and you're actually passionate about what you're creating, what you're talking about, what you're trying to deliver to the world, you're going to have a better chance of success, and it's going to help you get through those challenges, get over those hurdles, and actually succeed on YouTube. So, simply put, be honest with yourself. Be self-aware. What are your skills? What are your talents? What's your experiences? A lot of people discount the experiences they had or the things they've gone through, because those aspects of your life could actually serve you and actually help you with your YouTube channel. All right, on to focus number 2, and that is clarity. That's right. And clarity isn't just clearly being able to talk about what your YouTube channel is, but it is who you're going to be communicating with, who you're going to try to reach. What is your content all about? What is the value you're going to deliver, and how often you're going to upload? You know, one of the things that people do is they focus on different types of content, right? A variety channel. It is so important to have that clarity and that focus on what it is that your YouTube channel is all about. And that's another thing too. We mentioned who you're going to reach out to. It's not as simple as the value you're going to deliver to the world, but specifically who are you going to connect with? That niche audience, that small group of people. If you focus small, you can get bigger later, because when you're focused on that exact individual who you know is going to connect with your content, you're going to have a better chance of successfully connecting with that person, and that person enjoying your content and hopefully subscribing to your channel. And that's the other question. How often are you going to upload? You know, Sean and I say when you're first starting out, 1 video a week. If you have that clarity, you're not going to put crazy pressure on yourself like, I'm going to do 20 videos this month. Have that clarity of that I'm going to upload 1 video every single week, and everything will revolve around that. So make sure you have clarity on what it is you're doing, what value you're going to offer, who it is that you're going to reach, and how often you're going to be uploading to YouTube. All right. The third thing, are we on the third thing right now?
Yes,
all right.
On the third.
Third thing I would focus on if I was starting over is research first. You know, people forget that YouTube is a search engine, period. And when people go onto YouTube, whether it's like a tool they use to find an answer to a question, whether it's to get to their favorite YouTuber, oftentimes they're using that search bar. And the reason this is important is people forget that when they're in the content creation phase, they just assume they're going to create this video and title it based on what they think people are searching for, rather than actually going into YouTube, typing it in the search bar and seeing what the prompts are. You know, those words and phrases that actually pop up underneath the words you're typing in? That's data that's actually very useful for you to observe and utilize when thinking about what kind of videos you're going to create. At the end of the day, the reason research is important, whether you're using that YouTube search bar, whether you're using Keyword Finder or tools like vidIQ, which, by the way, you should definitely download, and we actually have a link to that if you guys want to find out more about that, is that research is going to be based on what people are actually searching for on YouTube, what people actually desire to consume, and it's going to help you have a better starting point when it comes to not only idea creation, but content production. So research is the key. Do not assume. Make sure you are actually being objective about what people are actually looking for on this platform. All right. The fourth thing I would focus on is quality over quantity. Now, I'm a daily vlogger myself. My wife and I, we actually put up 5 videos a week. And I believe because of that, not only have we gotten good at creating content and editing and, you know, creating thumbnails, and we've got a lot of data that we can observe to be able to, you know, like make the right decisions on tomorrow's content or what we should be doing this year. But the thing is, quality is what people are looking for ultimately, and that's what's going to set you apart. I would say if I had to pick one or the other right now in today's ecosphere here on YouTube, it would definitely be quality. So thinking about, you know, the quality of your content, HD content for sure, you know, the lighting, the audio. When it comes to editing, I'd say spend more time editing your content to like make sure that it's going to keep people's attention, because the days of just putting out, you know, like low quality content that's like it's okay, those are way past us. There's so many people coming into this space. It's very competitive. You know, there's tons of these YouTube expert channels that are telling you every trick in the book, and people are actually utilizing them. They're applying those tips to their content production and resulting in amazing videos that get views. So you can't be just relying on the prayers and the hopes that you have that somebody will stumble upon your videos. You really have to focus on what is the value. How can I present that value in the best way? If you're an internet entertainment channel or you're a comedian, make sure you're entertaining at the highest levels. If you're a comedian, make sure you're really making people laugh. Like really be objective and look at your videos. Oftentimes when people are doing all the best practices, they're doing all the right things, they've bought some products or some kind of course, they've read some books, they've watched these videos, and they're doing everything and they're not getting traction, it's usually because the quality of content isn't there. And again, it's not just the lighting and the audio, but it's actually the information, or it's the entertainment. It's the heart of the content that needs to be high quality. Just ask yourself, you know, look at it from somebody else's perspective. Is this a video that I would actually want to watch? Is this a video somebody else might want to watch? You know, if you're just starting out, one thing to do is like share it with your family and friends. Ask them. It's like, hey, what do you think about this video? And please tell me the honest truth. See what they say, right? So make sure you're focused on quality over quantity. One a week, you can get a quality video up. All right. Are we on tip number 5, Nujali?
Yes. We're on tip number 5.
All right.
But real quick, Benji,
yes.
We do have a super chat for $5 from Sham Vlogs. She said, at video influencers, please shout out my name and shout out everyone. Thank you.
There you go. There's your shout out. Thank you for your super chat. All right. Tip number 5 for if I had to start YouTube all over again is consistency is key. Now, we just talked about quality over quantity, but there's something about consistency that people do not understand. Even one a week. If you do this over the next 52 weeks, over the next year, this is what happens. You upload that video. You give it a little bit of time, and you're going to be able to observe, like how that video does. And over time, you get better. And also for your audience, when you show up every single week, it's going to start building trust. I actually at VidSummit met somebody that said, Benji, every time you go on live on Saturdays, I love it because, I'm getting the weekend started. It's kind of like a slow morning, but I always know that your live broadcast will be there. Gets me pumped up to create content, gets me, excited about working my YouTube channel. So that consistency over this last, I'd say like 8 or 9 months has been great for my audience because they can rely on it. And consistency, again, is going to build that trust and build that relationship, which is going to lead to the opportunities that make YouTube so amazing. Okay, so consistency is something that I'll tell you, no matter my vlog channel here on Video Influencers, any channel I've seen that succeeded, even channels that only upload once a month, and yes, there are channels that upload once a month, that is one of the keys to success when it comes to growing your influence, income, and impact with online videos. All right. Tip number 6, or if I had to start over, is data. Let me tell you something. I was just at VidSummit, met a lot of great people, heard some amazing speakers like Mr. Beast, and the thing I found out, or the thing I observed the most of all these really successful creators is they're looking at the analytics. They're using the tools like vidIQ to be able to get quick data on the videos, whether their own videos or other people's videos, or they're using YouTube Studio. They're going into their analytics and they're really diving into, what is it that people are looking at on my channel? Where are they coming from? What videos get the most audience retention? When I say data, what I mean is this. Don't just simply look at the views or how many likes you get or the amount of comments. I mean, really dig in. So audience retention, if you don't know what that means, that's an analytic that YouTube provides you to tell you how many minutes of that video, what percentage of that upload are people actually consuming. Out of the 10 minutes, are they actually watching 2 minutes of it, 20% of it? Out of the 10 minutes, are they watching 8 minutes, 80% of it? You want to know these things. And then what you do is you look at where it drops off, and then you ask yourself, what is it about that part of the video that makes the average viewer go to another video, right? That's just one part of it. Look at the analytics of the audience that actually cares about your content. How many females, how many males, what age are they, where are they watching from? Maybe when you go into the analytics, you're going to see like some weird off country is really into your channel and your kind of content, and ask yourself why. Based on all those data points, you're going to be able to be more strategic about planning your videos, even creating your content. So I can't dive into it enough in this video. We've got other videos, and definitely there's other people that talk about this, but I'll tell you, the thing that's setting creators apart right now the most out of everything when it comes to behind the scenes is people are crunching the numbers. They're looking at the data and they're strategizing to crush it here on YouTube. All right, to the next tip. What is it?
Number 7.
Tip number 7, thumbnail mastery. And what you're seeing right here, by the way, is one of my thumbnails from, I think, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And let's talk about thumbnail mastery. When I first started, I would literally just take a screenshot of somewhere in my video, maybe put some text, but all right, I'm frozen. It's all good, you guys. Hey, we're going to take a little break, and I want to tell you about YouTube secrets. It's a book that Sean and I wrote where we're going to help you grow your following and make money as a video influencer, specifically on YouTube. So if you haven't gotten your copy, make sure you pick it up. You can get on Audible as an audiobook. You can go to Amazon. It's amazing. And side note, follow us on social media at Video Influencers or Sean Cannell or Benji Man TV. All right, sorry about that. Let's get back to thumbnail mastery. Now, the thing about thumbnail mastery is, as I mentioned, I didn't really focus on it at the beginning. It wasn't actually that big of a deal. There's other things I focus on, like the tags, right? Or obviously the video or some other optimization techniques. Thumbnail was, I don't know, it wasn't really something that I took seriously. Now, I take it very seriously. Let me give you an example. My wife, who actually edits all of our vlogs, can easily spend like 2 to 4 hours editing any one of our vlogs. When she's all done with that and it's all ready and it's uploaded to YouTube, she might literally spend another 30 to 60 minutes on that thumbnail. Remember, the thumbnail is the image. It's the advertisement representing what's in your content. And more importantly, it's going to visually hook people to your video. When people are searching for things on YouTube and it gives you like, on a mobile phone, it's only like 1 or 2. On a desktop, it's going to be, I don't know, maybe like 4 to 8, depending on how your screen looks. That image is what's going to set you apart. And thumbnails, I'm telling you, again, let me talk about Mr. Beast. He actually works on his thumbnails as if it was like its own thing, like its own project, like it was its own video, because there is so much to thumbnails that people don't understand that will make it more successful. The great thing is we actually have a whole bunch of thumbnail videos that you can actually check out on Video Influencers, but take time. If you don't have enough money to get one of the editing softwares that people use pickmonkey.com. If you're literally just starting out right now as a beginner, pickmonkey.com is what my wife uses for our vlogs. And this is after editing, I want to say like 2,400 videos. Yes, 2,400 videos, 2,000 plus videos. She's using a free internet website to create her thumbnails. So a couple things about thumbnails. If you can have a human's face in it, the data says that actually works better. They say actually 2 faces, sometimes 3 faces works better. Also have supporting text in that thumbnail, and the image should be very colorful and bright, unless it's supposed to set a tone, like maybe you want a black and white vibe. But again, colors, it's going to set you apart. It's going to catch people's eye. And lastly, whatever is in that thumbnail, make sure it not only represents what's in the content, because you definitely don't want to do clickbait, but make sure it hooks people's attention, right? What is it that's going to keep people being curious about your videos? What's going to be kind of suspenseful or provocative, right? Obviously, appropriately provocative. So think about those things. Treat the thumbnail as if it was its own project and crush when it comes to getting people's attention to your videos. All right, I already forgot what number we're on.
We are on number 8.
Number 8 is micro content. Okay, so this is definitely something I didn't do in the beginning and is something we're working on more and more. And this is what I mean. And you saw that image, micro content on social media. You spend all this time making a dope video, right, for YouTube, and you put it out to the world, and it's 3, 5, maybe 10 minutes, maybe more. Those videos aren't really great for social media. The thing about social media, oftentimes like something like Instagram, swipe, 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 you have a split second to get somebody's attention. And if you do get their attention with your video, whether on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or like even Snapchat or now TikTok, you've got to deliver that content value right away. So what you're going to want to do is take some more time. So like after that thumbnail, go back into your video and take snippets of your video. You know who does this really, really well is Gary Vaynerchuk. He'll take a whole keynote session at an event that he spoke at, and he'll take out like a 30-second portion and upload it to his social medias. Not only are you actually adding value to your followers or anybody that stumbles across it on that platform, but it's a promotion for the video that you have on YouTube. So you can mention, watch the whole thing on YouTube. If you can, like on Twitter, put the link there so that they can click on it and they can go to the full video. Spend some time creating micro content, because not only is it going to help you deliver value on those other platforms, but it's going to be great promotion for your video on this platform. All right, how we doing, Nucci?
We are doing good.
We're doing good?
Yes.
Are you guys? I'm so excited about this because, this is a request from one of you guys, and we love taking requests. So make sure you hit that like button and leave comments of other types of videos you guys want us to do. All right, what is the next tip, Nucci? What is the next step?
Woo! Engagement.
Engagement, you guys. So as you guys just heard, we create micro content for social media, but when I talk about engagement, it's not just social media I'm talking about. I'm talking about every comment on your video. You need to be replying back to it. Referencing, again, my wife, who literally is one of the most successful YouTubers I know, one of the best for sure, if not the best, at least for me personally. She spent the first few years not only creating content and delivering value, but half the time was spent engaging with people. So replying back to every single comment, going on social media, Twitter, Facebook back then, Instagram wasn't around yet, and replying back to every tweet. If someone used her handle, she was starting a conversation. That engagement is so important, and that's what sets YouTubers apart from other celebrities. Now, I'm not saying all YouTubers are celebrities, right? But the fact is, a lot of YouTubers that are super famous, it feels more accessible. You feel like you're connected to that creator, and it's because of this engagement. Oftentimes, it doesn't surprise me, some of the most successful, famous, most epic creators are also vibing with people on their social media platforms. So don't discount this. In fact, I often say if content is the heart of YouTube, the engagement is the soul. It's not only going to start this relationship, but it's going to create trust with your viewers, which leads to opportunities. The people that I believe have the most highly engaged audiences have the best chance to succeed when it comes to selling products, doing brand sponsorships, leading them to other opportunities. So this is so important that it's something that in the beginning, because of my excuse of being busy, right, or focusing on other things, I kind of put to the side. But now if I was to start over today, literally from day one, and in fact, this is something, again, I learned from Judy, one comment, one reply, like every single time, like their comment, right? On social media, start that discussion, start a conversation, because you don't know how long that person will be with you. And one of the things you're trying to do is you're trying to create a mega fan, right? Super fans that literally will engage with you no matter any upload you put up onto YouTube in the future. That's what you're trying to create your posse here. All right, what is the next step, Nucci?
The next step and final step is
boom, you guys, don't quit. Now, this is a picture of Sean and I, probably like 4 years after we started this video influencers channel. And when we started at zero, just like all of you guys. We had already had other experiences, but video influencers was something that we wanted to start because we had a passion for helping others. And we did it during a time where we were super busy. Sean, in fact, was he just had got let go from his job, lost some retainer clients, had to make up for this lost income by starting his business on Think Media, or was already a vlogger, full-time business, had employees, had a team. We were both very busy. But we had such a huge passion for what we did here on this platform, and we wanted to write this book. We started Video Influencers, and we made it work. Now, on the way to here, 500,000 of you subscribe to this channel. there was a lot of challenges, and it got tough sometimes. Sometimes we disagreed. Sometimes, things didn't go as planned. We go to an event thinking like we're going to crush 10 interviews, maybe coming out of it like 2 or 3 interviews. And there was definitely times where we could have easily quit, justified not continuing this journey that we set ourselves on so many years back. But because we didn't quit, because we hung in there, we have a best-selling book. Obviously, I already mentioned 500,000 subscribers, tens of millions of views, hundreds of videos, including 100 plus, maybe 150 plus interviews with all kinds of epic YouTubers, and we've learned so much. And I feel like up to this point we've already succeeded, and our momentum is just continuing to grow. So this is so important because depending on the niche you have and your experiences, your skills, your direction, your availability of time, how busy you are, how many things you're going to be juggling is going to really determine how long it's going to take for you to have success. What is it that you want to accomplish? What are your goals? How much money is it that you want to make? Do you want to get 10,000 followers? Do you want to get 1 million subscribers? All those are going to determine how long it's going to take. So I simply just tell people, you've got to put your head down, commit for the long term. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and just don't quit. Now, some of you are watching this because, Leo, you're going to start from day 1, 0 subscribers, clean slate. Some of you might already be in the trenches. Maybe this is your first year, your second year, your third year. Now, there's nothing wrong with starting over. If you want to do that, maybe that's why you're watching. But some of you, all you need to do is keep doing what you're doing. If you're utilizing all the best practices and you've got a passion for this content and helping people, whatever way that is, and you might be so close to making it happen for you. There's been a lot of YouTube creators who, in fact, I just met one here at this last event here at VidSummit in LA, where, for years, nothing was happening. We're talking like a few hundred views per video. Maybe at the end of the 4 years, like a couple thousand, a few thousand. From the 4th year to the 5th year was like night and day. They went from a few thousand views at the end of their 4th year to literally tens of thousands of views to now literally tens of millions of views every single month. And so if you really believe you have a message you want to spread, or there's this passion that you're just like crazy about, or you're an expert in some field where you can help people, you just got to keep going. This is why consistency is so key, because that journey over time, the observation of your results and adjusting your strategy and getting better with every single upload is what's going to make you a master at this craft. And it's going to make you better so that you have a better chance of connecting with people, a better chance to deliver value, and people feeling like, you know what, if this video is this good, I want to subscribe to his channel to actually get the rest of his content. But this happens over time. Another thing people don't know about Sean and I, we've had experience before we even started YouTube. I actually was creating content. I was editing videos before I ever started a YouTube channel. I was just editing videos for the use of me at my YMCA where I was working at, just to share, document my story of creating breakdancing paddles for my community. Sean was, filming for his church. So, if you're just starting out day 1 with no experience, give yourself a little bit of flexibility. Forgive yourself for not being a 1 million subscriber channel in the first month, or even the first year, maybe even the first few years. Because I can promise you, I have met so many YouTubers who are so epic, but they started not only from 0, but like no experience. My wife is a perfect example. She had no editing skills, no desire to produce content, didn't know how the internet worked. She just loved makeup. She loved sharing her tips about beauty, and that's what kept her going. Of course, as time went on, she got more subscribers. People really engaged with her and acknowledged what she was doing, and she was happy about that. And Sean and I were at a workshop that we put on earlier this week, and a slide that I showed was my wife crying back in, I want to say 2008, when she hit 400 subscribers, which is crazy because now she's got combined over 3 million subscribers over her multiple channels. So she would have never thought she'd be doing what she's doing. Her and I, we do this full time. We are daily vloggers, at least 5 days a week. And we've been doing that for 8 years. We travel the world. We have amazing experiences with our family. We're living the life of our dreams. And it's because of YouTube. And it's really because we didn't quit. And trust me, just like Sean and I have had challenges on this channel, so did we on our vlog channel, right? In the early days too, not just like in the last 5-7 years, like literally in the first 12 months, there was times where literally if my wife wanted, she could have totally quit and life would have been much easier. But I'm so glad she didn't. I'm so glad that we saw the vision. I'm so glad that we've learned everything we've learned and we've been able to experience these amazing things, because literally life is amazing. And I just wanted to keep going, and I know it can. And I've seen other people do it too. It's not just us. This is why we interview so many YouTubers. Whew. That was a lot, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to end by mentioning, we do have our book, YouTube Secrets, where we dive into a lot of these principles that make you successful on YouTube. So make sure you pick up a copy if you haven't. Hit that like button if you already have picked up a copy. Definitely leave us an Amazon review. We've got that on audiobook. And I'm going to be doing a Q&A right after this. So stay tuned. We're going to take a 5-minute break. But you guys, YouTube is amazing, and if you guys are just starting over, please, I hope you apply those 10 tips, those 10 focus points if I had to start over, because I know it could help you. And as always, we're helping build your influence, income, impact with online videos. I'll talk to you later. We're still live? Yes.